We are back, baby. Happy Unemployment Diaries. Today is day number 312. As you can see, I haven't been doing Uber recently. I've had a lot of other things going on. So I am back because I have a couple bills that are due next week and I need to make some money to pay them. What a concept. I am starting from scratch. I transferred all of the money that was in my Uber Pro debit account. And I transferred that to my bank account over the past couple of weeks to use to pay off other bills and like gas and whatever else I need them for. So we are starting with a zero balance. I just got gas. I paid with that cash. So let's go. Let's get to it. Hi there. So it's a couple days later. I ended up spending the weekend helping around the house and doing other projects. So let's see. I did about 5 hours and 12 minutes on Friday, about 12 trips. It was pretty slow Friday night for me. My mileage was about 129 miles. I grossed about $73.28 for the day. And my end balance, so at the beginning of the video, I incorrectly assumed that I had a zero balance in my bank, like my Uber Pro bank card. I forgot that I had returned a couple of things that I bought. I returned that small green lunchbox and something else that I bought with the phone holder. It ended up not working out for me. So I ended up having money in that account because I made those returns. So at the end, my balance was $112.49. One interesting thing that happened on Friday is I received an 8-cent tip. Like, I remember looking. So as you go through your trips, obviously you get notifications from Uber, and because I have the card, the debit card, I also get notification after every trip of how much is deposited into my account. And so you usually get 2 notifications per trip. The base amount that you're supposed to make for that trip, so like the base fare, it's usually around $3 that Uber pays you, not including what tip you make. And then, you know, the customer has about 2 hours to adjust the tip that they make, and then that hits your account too. Other factors are like, for some trips, if you have to like go longer distances, you get paid a little more, your base is a little higher, or if you're if you have to pay a toll, you usually get like a toll credit. So all of those things factor in. But this particular trip, I remember because it was 1 out of 2 trips. There were 2 orders that came in around the same time to 2 different people, and it ended up taking a while for both because I ended up waiting for both instances. And for this particular person, I got lost. The directions for the person that I was delivering to were incorrect. And it turns out that there were 2 of us that were delivering to this person. So the other driver and I arrived in the area at the same time, and we both saw each other like driving in circles. Well, I was driving in circles, he was walking. Like, he parked where the map told us to go. So he ended up parking really far and just walking around in circles trying to find this apartment. What frustrated me is that I'll throw some screenshots up, but if you look at it, it says that you usually get quoted an amount for how much you're going to make during the trip. It doesn't tell you how much of it is tip and how much of it is base, and you really don't have enough time to check anyway, like even if it did, because you're given a certain, like, maybe 10 seconds to accept or decline the order. You also have to note that if you decline the order, you get kind of dinged. You have to have at least an 85% acceptance rate for orders in order to unlock certain like status points within your delivery profile, and I can break that down in another video. But long story short, I think the trip itself for this one particular order was estimated to be around $9.59 because it was much farther than usual, and it would take a while. And at the end, it tells you that of the $9.59, like, you receive $9.59 off. You'll see what it means when I put the screenshot up, but that means that this person intentionally, from the very beginning, had an 8-cent tip. That means that they already like offered to pay 8 cents. They didn't. You also have to select that. Like, I don't know if you've used Uber before, but usually if you do, you have options for how much you want to tip the driver. And if it's outside of that, you have to click other and write in what you're putting. So it seems like this person, and I could be wrong, I want to give them the benefit of the doubt that maybe it was a typo, but it seems like this person intentionally set an 8-cent tip. And I met them when the other driver and I were delivering the order. They met us in the hallway and we described what happened. We were telling them like, oh, the directions sent us really far. We both got really lost and we ended up here by just figuring it out. And they were really nice. They were cordial in person, but after that, my morale definitely changed. Like, I was on a high, like not on a high, but like I was in a good mood. I was in good spirits. And after that, it was already getting late and I was driving in circles at that point. And that really like soured the rest of the night for me. And it also was why I ended driving earlier. Like, I think I stopped driving at around 11, and usually on Friday nights I want to go later. Like, I want to go like midnight or later, because you know, you're assuming Friday night people are gonna want to order food, and you know, they're more likely to order late night. But yeah, after I got that, I think I took my last trip at around 10:30, and I went home. I just, the trip itself, all told, like the combined trip A and trip B that I took at that time took me about an hour of my time. And like, knowing that of that hour, half of that was allocated to this delivery, and like 8 cents got out of it, like that was really frustrating. So, you know, I mean, it is what it is. I get it. In terms of, you know, again, benefit of the doubt, maybe it was by accident, maybe it just, I don't know. I'm trying to be thoughtful about why, but it was really upsetting and really frustrating. So there you go.